This is so amazingly beautiful. It's completely wet.
Today we're going to be smoking the Wagyu of bacon. This is Mangalitsa, the ultimate pork. Let's get started. This is Mangalitsa. It's the ultimate pork. There are two kinds of ultimate porks. One is Iberico and the second is Mangalitsa. This is Mangalitsa from the Netherlands and it's freaking awesome. Mangalitsa is an ancient pig breed and you can recognize it from the hairs that grow on the pig. It's like a curly, like a sheep almost. It's not a sheep, it's a pig and it tastes way better. But the good thing is it has so much flavor and so much fat. Still, we got this beautiful piece that has a lot of meat on it. And when you're eating pork belly, you gotta have meat. Look at it. This cut of pork is just beautiful. This Mangalitsa is so red and so flavorful, absolutely fantastic. The sad part is we can't use the skin because the hairs go in way too deep. We're going to take our knife and cut the top off slowly and carefully because you don't want to cut your fingers or your hand. Trust me, I know by experience. Throw away the skin because there's too much hair and it's no good for chicharrones. Now we have this floppy bit on the bottom. And we can't work with that for our recipe, so we're going to make a cut here. We'll take that floppy bit off and now we have two equal beautiful pieces for our recipe. Of course, working with Mangalitsa means we have to put an effort in to make the best recipe that we can. So I've got pistachio nuts and Parmesan cheese. With these two ingredients, we are going to create a crust. So I'm going to start by grating down my cheese. And be careful, there might be people around you that are going to steal some of that cheese. Then we'll put it in the blender and to that we're going to add our pistachio nuts. To season it, we're going to add a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of paprika powder and a tablespoon of onion powder. Then we'll put it in blender mode and mix it all up until we get a beautiful, sticky and coarse consistency. Of course you want to try it to make sure that it tastes good. And oh boy, does it taste good. For this part of the cooking process, I'm going to put on my gloves because it's going to be messy. We're going to need our pork belly that we trimmed up beautifully. We're going to need mustard and we're going to need quite a bit of it because we want mustard all over our pork belly. Yes, you do. Don't say you don't. Yes, you do. Rub it in real good because this is going to be the adhesive that will help that beautiful pistachio parmesan mix stick to our pork belly. Can you already imagine this is going to be so tasty? Am I having too much fun? Is there even such a thing? Morrison, can you take the cap off because I got... There you go. All right. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just go in there and just... This is like the super windy day, most horrible day for a crust to be flying around. Look at it, it's going everywhere. If you got these big chunks of pistachio, don't worry about it. Just if they won't stick, just take them off and then flip the other side. Wow, a little bit more mustard. Don't worry about the mustard flavor. It's going to die down a bit once it starts cooking. You're still gonna taste it, but in an amazing way. You see why I'm wearing the gloves now, right? Look at that, extra thick. Look at that. Man, I think it's time. I set my burnout smoker to smoke at a temperature of 160 degrees Celsius because we need smoke, but we also need a good crust. We've got a little bit of startup smoke from our burnout smoker, but that's okay because that smoke is flavor as well. I'm going to take my pork belly carefully and just maybe you can dab it in and get some extra crust on it and then place it on the grill grate. There you go. We're going to sneak a little bit of extra crust on it. You can never have too much crust. Ooh, this is going to be so tasty. Now let's quickly close the lid and let it start cooking. Time to get our pork belly off the barbecue because we reached the desired core temperature and we don't want to screw it up. The pork belly is juicy and all of the juices are running out, but at the same time we got the crust on there, so it's all sticking together. The mustard, the crust, the juices from the pork belly. Oh man, however, I just want to eat it, but we can't. We gotta let it rest, so I'm just gonna let it sit there, and in the meantime we're gonna make a little risotto, and it's gonna be good, I promise you. This is not going to be your typical risotto, and definitely not the way Italians make it, but it's a good risotto. So let's get started with a little bit of olive oil. Put your risotto rice in the pan and let it toast a little bit. Once you can smell the risotto rice, it's time to add a little beer. Yes, beer, not wine. Why? Because I have it handy, and what do you think? Beer tastes good. Then I'm going to add 400 milliliters of chicken fond and a little bit of water. Let this boil down and let the risotto soak up the water and fond. Make sure you keep on checking when the rice is done, and once it's cooked down, if it's ready. If it's not, just add a little bit more water and let it cook further. Once the rice is nice and soft, we're going to add more of our crust. Yes, the beautiful mix of our crust, and it's going to make our risotto taste so good. So there it is, our risotto. Now let's put that plate together. We did it again. Yeah. Again, we made something gorgeous out of this. Mangalitsa is it's the wagyu of pork. You know, Iberico, Mangalitsa, they're battling. I love Iberico a lot with other cuts of meat, but with this pork belly, Mangalitsa wins hands down. And with a beautiful dish like this, if you've never tried my recipes before, it's time to do it right now, because this is going to be so amazing when you try this for the first time, and it's just going to blow your mind. Just give it a try.
It looks beautiful. I'm not hungry as always. No, I'm kidding. I'm just really hungry. Why do I need a knife and fork? Well, this is so amazingly beautiful. It's completely wet. It looks like a bread piece. High five. Oh my God.
Wow.
That is unbelievable.
You're eating and instantly you want more.
I had 3 moments in that whole piece that the flavor completely changed. It was surprise after surprise after surprise. But it's the best fat you've ever had, because
wow,
there's still a lot of meat on it.
I need a new line for that.
This fat doesn't give you that feeling that you're eating something really unhealthy.
A whole new line level of wow.
I have the feeling that if I eat a couple of slices of these, it's not slowing me down. Oh man.
This is not wow, this is like wow!
It's probably thanks to the mustard actually. And now you're thinking, mustard, no. Yeah, the mustard. But it's not like you would normally eat mustard. It's completely different. If you don't believe me, grab a little bit mustard, put it in the pan, heat it up, and just taste it. Takes the edginess away from the mustard.
I don't understand. Why does no one in a restaurant make this? Why? Why? Whenever I go out to dinner, you can never have something beautiful like this. I want to try it with a little bit of risotto, because I think the combination of this dish, like the herb and then putting it in the risotto, makes it a fantastic dish. How about the risotto?
No, screw the risotto.
No. Don't screw my risotto, man.
Okay. Okay. Risotto and beer.
Wow.
Okay.
If you told me I put white wine in risotto, I'd believe you.
I'm gonna eat this more often.
If you taste a little longer, you're definitely getting the beer instead of the white wine, but it's just a risotto, man. It's freaking good.
Screw risotto with wine. Risotto with beer, come on. Let's do that forever.
There must be Italians out there doing this, making risotto with beer.
Oh man.
It's just too good not to make it with beer, without beer. Not to make it, that's a double denial.
Just take the bite. Don't forget about the pistache. Those are adding some crazy flavors to this dish.
Oh, good risotto. Like, what are you getting with this dish?
Wow,
You're getting a fantastic crust.
I'm getting emotional.
You're getting amazing pork, really out of this world pork.
There's a flavor profile that I've never tasted before in my entire life. And you're probably thinking, you sit here every week saying the same thing, but it's true.
You're getting smoke flavor from our smoker. Nice little red smoke ring on the edges. You're getting that acidity, which is like from the mustard. It's just there, but it's not there, and then BAM! It's there. You're not eating mustard. It's just that poof, like a little pinch, but then BAM! Hard.
I'm speechless, Roel.
You're eating everything. Stop eating already.
I'm speechless.
All there's left to say is you guys just gotta try it. It's like, this is easy, easy, easy. Just go to the website, find the link to the recipe. You gotta make this, it's gonna blow your mind. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, just leave us a big thumbs up. Hey Eva, hey, smells good, right? Yeah, smells really, really good. If you guys enjoyed this video, then leave us a big thumbs up and a comment down below. Until then,
Eet smakelijk?
oh no, it's not. I'm so confused by how good this pork is.
Yeah,
It's like,
I'm confused too.
yeah. Thank you very much, patrons, YouTube members. Eet smakelijk and
Keep on grilling.
see you guys next time. Doei doei. Ayus. Oh man, it's so good.
Oh man.
But I should, let's eat the pork with my hands. It's like,
Yeah, why didn't you do that?
I don't know. It's like, And it tastes really easy. And it's like juicy everywhere. But there's also a lot of meat. And that's a good thing.
You know, I just figured it out. You know what makes me really, really happy? The crust is almost like fried chicken.
Yeah.
There's something fried chicken about it.
And what I also appreciate is like Mangalitsa pork belly is better than Iberico pork belly. There's much more meat than that there is. Like Iberico, all of the fat's inside, that's why there's almost no pork belly. You just get the fat.
Yeah.
And with the Mangalitsa, the fat's on the outside, so you get much more meat.